So I'm coming from the state of Washington, which I think I know everybody's aware of, but at the state level, we have been working through some structural funding issues, not just the district that I'm in, but the whole district around inflation per pupil allotment, which is not done in the same way that it is done in Nevada, as well as rising costs for transportation, special education. I mean, all the declining enrollment. So we've had this challenge that we've been working through, right, around expenses rising and revenues not rising. Okay. In addition to that, we had last fall a change in our leadership team where the person who was overseeing our finances left the district. So we found ourselves in a very unique situation where we abruptly realized that our revenues were certainly not going to meet the needs of our expenses. And so that aligned with my transition into the Chief Operating Officer role with the specific task of being a key part of a fiscal recovery plan. And so we had to, I'm mentioning all of this because we had to very quickly figure out how we were going to go about making some very difficult decisions and what our priorities were going to be. What I think is important for this board and anybody listening to understand is that we went back to our strategic goals and our core values, because as I mentioned previously, a budget is an ethical document. It truly is. And so there were a lot of things we could have done. And there were some things we intentionally chose not to do. So we aligned our reductions plan to our core values. So what I mean by that is we did not eliminate key programs that we felt were essential for our students, any of them. And in fact, we added some innovative programs and we looked for other ways to make reductions, right? So the central office is half the size that it was before. We did have to reduce building administrators very dramatically. We did have to make some really difficult decisions, but what we did not do is we didn't get rid of our high school 7-period day, as an example, even though the state doesn't pay for it, because it provides our students lots of flexibility with the courses that they take in high school. We did not reduce or minimize any of our innovative programs. In fact, we launched a new bilingual dual language program because for Japanese, which just launched this fall, which is launching next week, because what we found is that we were getting some feedback that you should cut everything, but the spirit of our core values is around innovation and access for students.